So if you could just play the basic beat from the song, and I'll just listen to everything. Do you do a lot of tom work on the song?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, if you could give me some of that and just keep playing for a little bit.
Sure.
Great. And we'll also get your headphones going while it's happening, so things may be changing in your headphones.
Okay, no worries.
Great. And we'll be able to listen to you through that talkback mic.
Okay.
Okay. So I have some help in the studio today. I've got Peter Junga, who's doing the engineering, and I've got Matt from the village. He's the assistant. Thanks, Dale. You can go ahead and start playing. Oh boy, lots of toms. So now can I start muting these things? So what I'm going to do is mute the monitor section, tracks, the return of the tracks in the monitor section, so I can really concentrate on hearing a few items. First of all, the kick and snare. So he's still hearing his entire kit, but we're soloing just the kick and snare. And now I'm going to add some EQ on the knee to kind of brighten up the middle of the kick and snare. Okay, so I'm going to mute that sub for a moment. A lot of middle. I'll go a little higher, even higher. I just want a little more click, and I'm going to add a little more body. I'm concerned less about the frequencies and more about what it sounds like, so I'm using my ears as I'm doing this. Okay, now if I add the sub to that. All right, let's listen to the snare. And I've got 3 mics on the snare. The top has an SM57, and I would like to have a little, here we go. Here's our 57. And I'm going to add some more middle on that. Give it a little more clang, and then I'll add a little more thud. I'm going to add a little air on top too. The 1081s are nice EQs. Now I'm going to add that bottom rattle. There we go. It gives you that crash kind of sound on the rattling snares. And then the third mic I have is this, just the attack. Ooh, it's a little too much. I don't think I like that. Can we pull this off of there? We're going to pull the 160 off of the insert of channel 5. So we're just going to pull that off of there. That's not sounding so good. Let's see what it sounds like without any compression. Yeah. It still adds that attack. but I think there's a little too much hat coming in. So I think I'm going to make a shield for the hat. So I'm going to stop the playing for a moment. Hey Dale. Hi. Hold on a second. I'm going to come out and do a little modification to a microphone out there. Thank you. Okay, so there's a couple different ways that you can create a shield to keep the hi-hat out of the snare mics, and you can use a paper cup. But I'm going to try something new today. So I've got this piece of a swim noodle, and we've cut it to create a hi-hat shield for the snare drum mic. And it should just fit right on here. And let's just see. So let's see. This is the one that we're recording. That's the closest to the hat. So I'm going to just tuck it around there. Oh, look at that. That fits really well. We'll try it. So I'm listening to the snare and the hat. And I think the swim noodle really helps a lot. So we're going to keep the swim noodle. Okay, let's continue listening to our drums. I'm going to open up the kick. Hat and ride. And I'm going to pan the returns so it gives me a picture like a finished record. So I can start building the mix now. That's one thing I learned is to record in a way that it sounds finished as you're recording it. So I'm going to go ahead and pan the hat and ride in the monitor section. A little bit left and right. Now he's playing toms, and I want to have more toms. Hi Dale, I'd like to hear the toms. If you could play the part of the song that has the most toms. So I'm going to add a little more of the top mic. And let's double check and see our levels for the toms look good. He doesn't hit them very hard, but I can make it sound like he's hitting them harder by adding a little more attack. And I'll do that with EQ on the top mic on each of the toms. But I want to be careful not to add so much of the cymbal frequencies on either of these. But I think that's going to help a lot. Okay, let's see what the overheads sound like. As I'm getting the sound of the toms, I like to have the toms centered in the monitors because I want to hear the phase relationships between the tom mics and the overheads and the other mics in the picture. So now I'm going to open up the toms and the overheads. I'm also going to mono the overheads and listen to those all together and see if there's any thinning out that would give me an idea that there's some phase problems that I have to address. So I'm going to start with one side of the toms, one tom and one overhead track. So hang on a second. I'm not quite ready for that yet. We really don't have that overhead thing sorted out yet, do we? With the phase?
We have a phase. We made a phase.
You do? But we're only really getting one side. Oh no, we've got it. We do have it. Okay. Let me balance that out a little bit here. So we just need some more volume. on this. Listen to both of them together. Oh yeah, that's that phase thing that happens. Okay. Our overhead center needs to be brought into the picture to make a really nice MS. Okay, that's really good. And our level. Good. Okay, now back to centering those overheads and listening to one tom. And I'm going to flip the phase. Is it deeper this way or that way? I think it's deeper that way. The second tom, we're going to flip the phase to listen to how it blends with the overhead. It sounds better and deeper with the phase like that, so we'll leave that. After I check the phase between the toms and the overheads, I'll go ahead and set the monitor into the picture that I'll have for the final mix. So I'm starting to create the picture for the final mix now. Pick, snare, hat, ride, toms, and overheads I think are sorted. So now I'm going to listen to these rooms. Okay, I'll let him know. Dale. We're done with the toms, so if you want to do an easy beat or you can continue doing the same kind of beat, I'm going to just listen to the rooms and then we're good to go. So don't beat yourself up. We just have a few more minutes to go. Thank you. There we go. Let's listen to the rooms now. I hate to wear out the drummer before we even start recording, you know, getting sounds. A lot of times I'll actually find an assistant or someone else to play the drums while we get sounds. So, but it's good we have Dale here now, so we're getting the sounds, the real sounds right now. So I've got the two U67 room mics going through this lead unit here, 33609, and it's crushing and pumping. And I like that. But let's check our level. It's too hot. So I'll bring down our gain. That should be better. Let's take another look. Okay, let's listen to something else then. We've got the piano. This is the drums being played or being recorded through the piano. I'm not really hearing the resonation. Maybe we've lost our sustain pedal. If you wouldn't mind going out to check to make sure that the sustain pedal is down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and in the meantime, I'll listen to the hose. Here's the hose. And we have the hose draped around in front of the drum kit. And you can hear that the sound of the hose is just capturing the drums almost a room sound of the drums without all the cymbals. So you can really crush it and get an exciting sound to add to your kit. Listen to that. The level on the hose is good. All right. Now this is the ribbon crush. Ooh, that's loud. That is loud. We're going to turn that down. How's our level on that? Is it good? Okay. Give it a little more smash. All right. That's a ribbon crush. The regular old mono room. This is the JZ Black Hole mic. Ooh, I especially like that. It's very exciting. And that's going through one of the distressors. So what's our other thing that we're recording drums through? And I think it's the telephone.
Yeah.
Here it is. That is ugly. Great. How's our level on the phone? Pretty useless, but you never know. We'll just pull that back. It's crazy. Let's see what we got with everything now. All right. Thank you, Dale. We're good. Thanks very much. All right. So he's going to take a break, and we're going to get into some bass. So we're going to listen to the bass and see what we got.